Hello and welcome to the first episode of Between Two Light Stands, brought to you by Kenmore Camera, coming to you live from Classroom B. Well, we're not live. Anyway, here we are.
Hello.
I'm Michael.
Hi, I'm Vinny.
And what we're going to do today is start something new. So what we thought we would do in today's video is share a little bit about ourselves to get started here. And then we will get into some news. We will share some tips. And we'll have some questions for you from you all as well to answer. So that's what we're going to do today. One of the things I want to remind you of before we get started is please subscribe, share this with some friends. If you have any questions, leave the comments down below. Thank you. So I'm going to start by interviewing my friend Vinny here with some questions that are probing and highly significant, I think. So here we go. So Vinny, first your name. What's your name, Vinny?
Well, my name is, I go by Vinny, and my real name is actually Kevin, but it's a nickname I've had for a long time, and it seems to, people seem to recognize me by Vinny, so yeah, that's who I am, Vinny.
What was your first camera?
Yes, so my first camera, if I have to remember, back then was, I feel like, I'm having a hard time remembering, but I'm pretty sure it was a Canon Rebel 2000.
Oh, okay.
Back in probably right around 1999 or so. I think
that was
2000. Film camera.
Film
yep.
camera.
And that was my first film camera, I believe.
How long have you been at Kenmore Camera?
I've been here since 2010. So going on to 15 years. Yes.
Some of you may remember Vinny from After Hours with Vinny, a series from about 6-7 years ago and even before then. So check out those videos down below.
Yes, a younger and slimmer version of myself today.
What's your role here at Kenmore Camera? What do you do?
So I'm one of the three managers that kind of help on the floor, work on the floor. So my job is to help customers and help staff navigate through a day.
Cool. What's your current camera and your most used lens?
So my current camera right now is, without explaining too much, it's working at a camera store. You kind of move through brands. You get caught up. One week it's Sony, next week it's Nikon. But right now I have a R5 Mark II, and
that's a Sony. You can't, right?
Canon R5 Mark II.
I'm sorry.
I do have a Sony.
I forget that there's all the R's and the 5s.
Yes. Everybody's got to use R. Everyone's got to use 5. But yeah, so my current camera I'm using the most is probably my Canon R5 II with the 15 to 30. Some of the numbers I forget, but yeah, the wide angle 2.8, and that's pretty much my most used lens as a landscape photographer outside of the store.
Cool. That's your favorite type of photography is landscape?
That is what I tend to lean to, yes,
okay.
Landscape photography.
How about any personal trivia that people may not know about you that you're willing to share?
Well, so I'm actually, I used to do a lot of breakdancing.
What? Oh my gosh, that's
I'm an out-of-shape breakdancer now. My wife calls me a con artist because when she married me, I was a little bit more active in dancing and taking her out dancing to where now it's not my top priority. But anyway,
dancing's not a thing.
That would be a personal trivia.
Okay, well that's interesting. I'm learning all these things. This is awesome. So next round we're going to do is a quick kind of would you rather, kind of either or choices about some photography things. So prime lens or zoom lens?
I would say zoom, just in the sense that it's easy to carry a zoom lens when I'm hiking and doing some landscape stuff.
Landscape or city?
Well, the obvious, landscape.
Nice. Candid or pose? Do you want to create the photo or see what's there and just go ahead and do that?
I think there's cool things about both. If I am doing
one.
Yeah, I guess I'll do candid. Just keep it simple. Yeah.
Cool. Wide angle or telephoto?
Good question. Mostly the wide, I guess. Right back to what I have on my camera right now.
I'm glad this isn't a dating thing, because you and my answers are going to be very different.
Completely off. Well, good.
Would you rather edit or straight out of camera?
I do enjoy editing. Yes, I enjoy the whole thing of luminosity mask and all of that stuff. So yeah, I would say editing.
I never learned luminosity masking. Landscape or portrait? So do you want to be vertical or horizontal?
It's a good question, and probably mostly just horizontal. Just
Landscape.
Landscape, yeah.
They all go together.
But
You're very congruent,
yeah.
consistent. I like that. All righty, that's Vinny. A little bit about Vinny. If you have other questions, ask below. We may or may not answer. No promises made.
Hey, no promises. So it's my turn to ask Mike some questions here. Let's see here, Mike. Goal. That's right. We have two Michaels here, and I call one Mike, and I don't know, I'm lazy. So I got to remember to make sure that I use his full name, Michael.
That is my preferred. My preferred name is Michael.
Yes.
Yeah, that is my preferred name. Thank you.
You are welcome. Let's see. Okay. So Michael, what is your first camera?
My first camera was a Pentax K1000.
Okay.
The Volkswagen Beetle of cameras.
Yeah.
Everybody had one of my generation.
Yes.
And the first 2 rolls of film I loaded, I didn't load them correctly, so they were blank. So it was sadness.
The first 2 rolls were sadness.
Because there was no internet to tell me what I was doing.
What to do.
Yeah, no internet to help me out, or YouTube videos.
So it came out pre-internet, huh? Wow.
Yeah, 1979.
That was okay. That was
Last century.
I think that was the year I was born. I'm pretty sure that was, yeah.
What? I'm talking to my good ear. Yeah.
So how long have you been at Kenmore Camera?
I've been at Kenmore Camera since September of 2023, so not very long.
Mm-hmm.
I started out in sales. I'm currently, I'll answer the next question. I'm doing social media managing. Let's see. But I've been a customer for 20 years.
Wow. Yeah.
My first camera was a Nikon D70.
D70. So you remember the old store?
I do remember the old store.
Yes.
You got to walk carefully between the bags.
Yep. It had some character.
Yes, it did.
Okay, so we kind of know his role. Mike's doing the socials. Michael. Yeah, we're just going to beep that every time I say his name. Just put a beep over the thing. Michael, so your role here is, again?
Social media manager. I've been doing that full-time for just about 2 months, part-time for 6 months. So
that's
all
cool.
the skills combined of life have come along the way. So
I like it.
Yeah.
And then, so what is your current camera and your most used lens?
My current camera is what we're recording this video with, the Fujifilm X-H2S, and it's also my most used lens, the 16 to 80 that's on there right now, the 16 to 80 f4. So yeah, it's busy.
And then how about some personal trivia? Tell us something about.
Personal trivia, I've never broken a bone, never had a broken bone, even as clumsy as I am, which surprises me.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then, would you rather? Okay, so here we go. Would you rather have a prime or zoom lens?
I'm a zoom fan, although I'm starting to really like fast primes. So, but the lenses I use the most are zoom lenses. I like the flexibility.
Nice. And then landscape or city?
For me, city. I photograph a lot, do a lot of street photography, and really enjoy that because it doesn't matter of light or weather. If I want to go make photos, I can go do it in the city anytime.
Cool. And is it candid or posed?
I like candid because I'm lazy.
Okay. Yeah.
It takes work to pose a photo.
Yeah.
To create a photo, I'll move like a leaf sometimes.
There we go. Okay. Leaf placement. So are we straight out of the camera, or do we like to edit the photos?
I do like to edit. I like that extra look. My phrase I used when I was teaching was, I'm not trying to fix a photo, I'm trying to finish a photo.
Okay.
That's a nice little bumper sticker for you.
Yeah.
For your editing folks. Yeah.
And then what are we doing? Landscape, portrait, horizontal, vertical? What's your go-to?
I usually go landscape, landscape. But a lot of times in street photography, I'm finding it's easier to do a vertical, to do a quick like that. So
yeah.
I'm starting to enjoy the verticals.
Okay.
There you go.
The verts.
All right. Well, that's our intro. If you have other questions for us within reason, feel free to ask us in the comments below. All righty. That's our intro for today. We're going to move on to some news, and there's a whole bunch of new gear going on in the world. Vinny will start us off.
Yeah, so summer, popular time for new stuff to come out. Just recently, Sony has released the Sony R1 XR Mark III, and this is their full frame 61 megapixel camera. It's got the Zeiss Sonar 35 f2. It's the newest processors. It's got the AI subject recognition on the focus. It's going to be retailing for $5,999. So $5,000, basically a little under 51.
1 penny less than 5,100.
5,100, yeah, $5,099.99. And it looks like it's going to be available at the end of July 31st.
Little trivia for you on that camera.
Yeah.
I read about this morning. The last time that camera was updated was over 10 years ago. So the Fujifilm X100 hadn't even come out yet.
Oh, so the Mark II was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember when the Mark IIs were on the market. It's crazy to see how popular those the Mark I's and II cameras are and how rare they
Legendary.
are. Yeah, to see Sony coming out with the Mark III is pretty exciting, and I think we're going to have a lot of people interested in that.
Yeah.
It seems like so far.
Yeah, so far, lots and lots of interest. All right, our next bit of news in the camera world is Sigma has released the first and only fast zoom lens for APS-C mirrorless. Their 17 to 40 millimeter f1.8. It's also their first art lens for APS-C mirrorless cameras. So this lens will be available for Sony E-mount, Fujifilm X-mount, Canon RF for their crop sensor, and L-series, L-mount cameras. So this lens is available-ish right now. We haven't received our shipment yet. I know it's a really neat lens. I got to use one for a couple weeks, and I had a lot of fun with that. So I like my zoom lenses, and this one is a really neat one, and it's looking forward to getting it in store.
Yeah. And so Sigma's got a new lens, but guess what? Tamron has a new lens. So Tamron recently has introduced the 16 to 30 2.8 DI Gen 2, excuse me, VXD. This is their full frame mirrorless camera. So this is going to be available in E and Z mount, and it looks like it's going to be retailing for about $929, and that should be being released in the E mount by the end of the month, July here, and late August for the Z mount.
I forgot to mention on the Sigma, it's $919 for US dollars.
US dollars, okay.
All right, my turn again. Another new piece of gear out here is the OM System OM5 Mark II. It's a micro four thirds sensor with 20 megapixels. It's a very small light camera. It comes in now, we've got 3 colors. We've got black, silver, and a new sand beige color, which is kind of cool looking.
Yeah, it is.
It's splash and dust proof, literally dust proof, not resistant, dust proof, and water resistant. They dunk these cameras, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
It's your Burning Man camera.
It's a Burning Man camera. That's a good one. It's got 5 axes of image stabilization, and it's got up to 6.5 stops to help you with your shaky hands if you're like me. The price is $11.99 for the body, and then $15.99 for the kit with a 12 to 45, and $14.99 for a kit with the 14 to 50. So these are available now, except for the sand beige. That new color is not quite available yet.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, do we have them?
Yeah, I sold sand beige Friday.
Well, that's what I get for checking yesterday and not fully checking things. So Vinny knows things. That's why
Pretty sure. That's what I said. That's what I said on the thing.
That's why they keep me in the social media cave. So there you go. All right. One more camera to talk about.
Yes, so Fuji, it's been busy, and Fuji has recently released the X-E5. This is their rangefinder style APS-C camera. It's a 40.2 megapixel. It's got the X-Trans 5. It's got 7 stops of image stabilization, built-in film civilization dial.
Civilization.
Yeah, these words are so hard for me.
Film sim.
Film sim. There we go. Yes. So popular stuff with Fuji. Looks like it's going to be $16.99, and for the body, $18.99 with the kit that will have the new 23 millimeter 2.8. The bodies are going to be available August 14th. So
they moved that up 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And those lenses, the 23, which was announced the same time as the X-E5, that'll be coming out in December.
By the way, we'll have links down below for all these products if you'd like to either pre-order or order. And obviously, we'd love to see you come in the store, and we're glad to show them to you too. So come on down.
Absolutely, yeah.
Next up, we have some information on some classes and events we've got going on here at Kenmore Camera. We've got 2 coming up right after this video release. It's literally the day after. So the first one is a car show photography opportunity just for a community get together. And that's Saturday, the 19th of July. I'm going to be leading that. It's 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock a.m. at Redmond Town Center. It will be Italian Day, Italian Car Show Day.
Oh, cool.
I guess it's a big deal. They take over pretty much the whole shopping center that day. So information, again, I'll leave that down below in a link you can click on and go get more info. Also happening on Saturday the 19th, we have Art of Time-Lapse class being taught here with Brian Leary. That class is $100. It's 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if you want to learn about how to take time and transform it with a time-lapse photography, turn it into a video, that's what this class is all about. And then we have one more class coming up. This one's in August. So if you like sports photography, especially doing big field sports photography of your kids, people in your life you care about, we have a photographing big field sports, which will be an on-field workshop, a soccer game that there will be a pickup game that we're going to get to photograph. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. That'll be in Mount Lake Terrace is where the event is happening. This workshop is $100. And again, leave some links down below for all the info and to buy your tickets for that. So
Cool.
That's some upcoming classes. And next we will move on to some questions from you all. So we'll start with Vinny. He has got one.
So it looks like, we got a question from at
It's an Instagram question from
Instagram.
I love CL9S.
Yes, okay, Instagram question. So they were asking any tips to have a subject more in focus and having a hard time with the kit lens, LOL. So the couple things could be going on here. It is a factor of kind of maybe making sure your shutter speed is one part of it. Is you always want to make sure your shutter speed's kind of in the right setting, fast enough to compensate for maybe the movement of the subject, the movement of you. Sometimes I have customers coming in and they'll say, my camera, my picture's a little blurry, not really related to depth of field, but more related to, or they'll say it's not in focus and more related to, they're using a very slow shutter speed and that kind of throws off, a nice crisp photo. But if going back to the other part, which is very important too, is the depth of field. That's how you can kind of get things more in focus. So, you kind of, a kit lens. So kit lenses aren't known for having maybe the top tier of things, but it's a starting point and that's its goal. It's to start you off. But they do have ranges of apertures in there, and typically most of them have a range that will provide you a good depth of field. And it's just a matter of making sure that your aperture is at a number a little bit higher. So if, for example, let's say you're taking a photo and your camera says your f-stop, your aperture is at 5.6, and the person still looks like there's not a lot of blur, let's say behind them, or you want more behind them, then you'll raise that at that point. So maybe the camera says did it at 5.6, maybe you're gonna wanna do it at f8 or f11 to get that better depth of field, which will kind of maybe cover where that subject's standing in. And then kind of balance that with a little faster shutter speed, and hopefully that will improve a little bit of area in focus for you.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Vinny. You have
Good
answered
question.
wisely. You have answered wisely.
I just made it up.
Okay, thanks. Well, aren't we all? The next question we got from Instagram was to the best laptop to edit beside a MacBook Pro. This comes from KCV Photography with 2 Ys. So in the photography part. So the best laptop to edit that's not a MacBook Pro. Vinny and I both, and most of the folks here, have MacBook Pro. So I had to consult ChatGPT for an answer on this, plus one of the folks who does have Vitala, one of our sales folks, does have a PC. So he gave me some suggestions. And the suggestions are basically get the fastest laptop you can get the most RAM you can get, so 32 or 64 gigabytes of RAM. You want a graphics card that is going to have lots of memory in it as well. And then one of the final parts of the puzzle is a really good screen on your laptop. If you're going to edit on your laptop screen, you want a really good screen on that so that you're making good decisions about what you're doing in your photos. So that's the quick answer. I would suggest doing what I did. If you need to, just ask ChatGPT or any of the AI systems, what's a good laptop for editing a photo that's not a MacBook Pro, and you'll get some answers there too. But that's a good starting point. Basically, you need a high specification computer because you're going to put a lot of demands on it with photos. So there you go. All right, that's our questions. Speaking of that, we'd love to have some questions from you. So please either in a comment down below or contact us on social media and leave us a question, and we will be glad to answer that in a future video. Next up, we're going to do some tips, share some ideas we have for you that you may not know about. They're both going to be a little bit related to the store, I think.
Yeah, I think
so. I'm gonna start with the first one, and then you'll get to. Hang on, you'll get there. So the first tip I have for you is about the used department. We have a lot of used items, and most of them are one of a kind. So if you notice we have something in stock on our website and you are interested in it, my suggestion is to call us and get a 24-hour hold on it so someone else doesn't get here 10 minutes before you do. And I've had that happen where people come in. I saw it on your website this morning, and they come in the afternoon and it's gone.
I'm sorry.
So to help us out with that, as you're looking on the website, there is a 6-digit product number, the SKU in retail terms. If you bring us that number or call us with that number, then we can put that on a 24-hour hold for you for free. There you go. That's my tip to save you frustration in shopping for used stuff.
And then, so I have a tip. Let's see here. So right now, point and shoots are very popular. And there's two cameras that we probably get the most calls for, and that's the Fuji X100 6 VI, some people will call it, and the Canon PowerShots G7Xs, Mark IIs and a Mark IIIs. And my tip on that is because there's such a high demand or popularity behind it, a lot of people ask, when can I get mine or how can I get one? And the best way to do that is really, unfortunately, is just to get in line. So we have two kind of options typically with things being held, new items or items that are very popular. One option is you give us your name and number and we call you when we have these cameras available. But considering the popularity of those two cameras, that's going to be a very long time before we have stuff just available. And that's because the other option is doing a deposit. So the best way to secure your spot in line and making sure that you're gonna get one at some point is to do the $100 deposit, which is fully refundable. It just gets you in line, gets you in there by that date, by that ticket number that's created, and everybody's in order. And that's the best way to kind of get one of those cameras. Those cameras are coming in. They do come in, but and there are points that we catch up and we are able to fill most of our deposits, if not all of them. But what happens is once we have it in open stock, it becomes so popular again and it gets back ordered and there's a line again.
There is a cycle.
There is a cycle.
We've seen it happen.
But yeah, so at the end of the day, my tip is the best way to kind of secure one of these cameras without being forced to pay scalper prices on Marketplace or out there is do the deposit. And hopefully sooner than later, your name will come up. We'll reach out to you that we have a camera here. And people with the deposits, we're pretty open on just making sure that we keep that camera for you with a little communication. If it's like, hey, I can't make it in for a week, that's no problem. We're still going to have that camera that you did deposit here for you and make sure that you get the camera that you want. All right. Well, thank you.
Well, that's kind of, you want to do the outro?
Oh, the outro. Yes. So
we're still learning here.
Yeah,
as you can tell, all expenses have been spared in creating this fine production.
This is the pilot, and so we got cut by NBC and everybody. We're down to Hulu, so we're just trying to make it make it somewhere. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please leave comments, questionnaires. We'll be happy to answer it, and as we do a few more, we're going to kind of obviously get more comfortable and grow into more of a smoother deal. And I hope you enjoy
have a dream.
my ability to mispronounce most of these words. And yeah, it was. Thanks, Mike, for having me.
Mike, you did it again.
Michael, I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I need a buzzer.
I know.
We'll get a buzzer. Because we're on YouTube, there's one more thing we have to say. It's a law. Like and subscribe, and share this with a friend. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Also leave links to our social media and stuff. And I think that's it. Yeah, so thanks so much. Let us know what you think. We've had fun thinking about this, planning it, and we look forward to doing this about once a week, we think. Most weeks.
That's the goal. Yeah.
Oh, it's good to have a dream.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Until next time, everybody. See you later.
Take care.